We first previewed Conquest of the New World some 9 months ago back in episode 11 of IE. A cynic would say that type of delay pushes this strategy game toward the vaporware category, but rest assured that Interplay producer Vince DiNardo and the Quicksilver software design team are nearing completion of the game. Conquest is a game of exploration and colony building, which puts it solidly in the same territory already occupied by Microprose's Colonization and Interactive Magic's Exploration. However, it differs in two distinct areas. It was designed with multiplayer capability in mind, and it offers the player a chance to alter the game's goals to his or her own liking. The ability to alter the victory requirements to reflect a certain style of play is one of Conquest's more attractive features. You win this game by accumulating points, and you can gain points in 4 categories: colony building, exploration, diplomacy, and conquest. At the beginning of the game, you're given extra points to distribute among any of the categories. In other words, if your idea of a successful game is to be the only survivor at the end, you'll want to accentuate the conquest category. However, if you're a lover and not a fighter, you'll want to load up on diplomacy points. You can also apply some of your bonus points toward building special abilities, which grant you additional points for certain actions. The best part of this feature is that your opponents have no idea what your special abilities are, which brings an added element of fear and distrust amongst the players. Once you get past the setup and begin playing, you'll notice a few things about the game's maps. They're huge, and they reflect the world as we know it. Conquest generates random worlds, but it uses an algorithm based loosely on plate tectonic theory to place continents, islands, mountain ranges, and rivers. There are polar ice caps to the north and south, with temperate zones in between. You'll also be able to modify your view with a wide variety of zoom options, ranging from a satellite view of the entire world down to an extreme close-up. You'll get a pair of ships early in the game. They'll provide you with the explorers, armies, and settlers that you'll need to establish your colonies. You can control the ship itself, or you can order it to explore. If you use this mode near a coastline, your ship will follow it, revealing the outline of the continent or island. If there isn't a coastline nearby, it'll simply set off at random. You can use this same function on land with explorer units. This isn't something you're likely to use early in the game, but once you get involved with multiple colonies, it's a very handy tool to use. Your explorers are in charge of investigating the terrain. Once they've found an appropriate location, a settler establishes a colony which produces gold, metal, goods, wood, and crops. You can use these commodities to build up your colonies. Commodities are also available via trade with the mother country. You can also trade with the natives if they're friendly. If they're hostile, it's time to show them what colonialism is all about. Combat against either the natives or the other players in the game takes place on a battlefield set up on a 3x4 grid that looks something like a chessboard. To win a battle, you must move one of your units onto the square containing your opponent's flag. Based on what Interplay is telling us, Conquest of the New World is very much a multiplayer game. Not only is it designed to make it easy to find human opponents, you'll be able to play over a modem, a network, or through email. But they're working to make the game's diplomacy engine much more flexible than what we've grown used to in previous games of this type. If you can't find a real person to play against, the designers say the AI will be as human as possible, which may be good or bad depending on the type of humans you hang out with. Expect to see Conquest of the New World early in 1996.